Hi students, welcome to this class. This is lecture number 2 for class 10. Chapter is coordinate geometry and topic is distance formula. So distance formula we had already completed in last lecture. We have discussed some questions based on the exercise 7.1, that means on distance formula. So we have to continue from fifth questions onward. Okay. So now fifth one is sixth. Now starting from sixth, because fifth one you have to do yourself. This is your homework. Sixth onwards. Name the type of quadrilateral formed if any of the following points and give the reason for your answer. Name the type of quadrilateral. See the question number 6. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give the reason of your answer. So, we have to take the first one. First question, sixth question, first part. A is 1 minus 2. B is 1 0, C is minus 1 comma 2 and D is minus 3 comma 0. So first of all you name the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Always remember A, B, C, D. Naming is very important. Don't take A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D or A, B, C, D. Whatever are you have to take either clockwise or anti-clockwise. You have to take the points in sequence. That means continuous point A, B, C, D. Okay. Now we have to find A, B. A, B. A, B is root of 1 minus 1 0 whole square and minus 2 minus 0 plus minus 2 whole square, and this is 0 plus 4 and this is 2. Okay. BC. BC is nothing but BC 1 minus 1 plus 1, 2 whole square plus 0 minus 2 minus 2 whole square, and this is 4 plus 4. This is what? Root 8, and this is nothing but 2 root 2. Okay. Now ABBC. CD. Now CD is root of CD. Minus 1 minus 3 minus plus 1 plus minus 1 plus 3, this is okay, and this is 2 minus 0, that means 2 whole square, and this is 2 square plus 2 square, and this is nothing but 2 square 2 square, this is root 8, and this is 2 root 2. Okay. AB, BC, CD, and now DA or AD. If we find AD here, so AD is nothing but, okay, this is the point. Again I will check, because only one mistake is, yes, minus 1 minus 2, minus 1 minus 2. Sorry, this is minus 1 and minus 2. So minus 1 minus 1, this is also 2 whole square. So this is minus 2 whole square, and this is 4, and this is also 2 root 2, because this is root 8. Okay, thank you. So next one, DA or AD. If you find AD, so minus 1 minus minus plus 3, this is again minus 1 plus 3. This means this is 2 whole square we can write here, and plus minus 2 minus 0, this is also minus 2 whole square, and this is again root 8, this is 2 root 2. Okay. So here you see AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Okay. So the all sides all sides of this particular quadrilateral are equal, so this is what? This is a square. But you cannot say easily this is a square by this particular property. Why? Because in rhombus also all sides are equal. So either this is rhombus or this is a square. It is defined by only finding the what? Diagonals. If you find diagonals and they are equal, then we can say this is a square, because diagonal of rhombus does not equal. Now diagonal means we have to find AC and BD. If they are equal, then only we can say this is the square. So diagonal AC and BD. So again we write the point here because this is erased. So this is the point -1 comma -2. This is the point 1 comma 0. This is the point C. C is -1 comma 2, and D is the point -3 comma 0. Okay, -3 comma 0. And now we find the diagonal of this particular quadrilateral. If diagonals of this quadrilateral are equal and sides are also, all the sides are also equal, then we can say this is a square. So AC is nothing but, AC is -1 -1, this is 0, -1 that means -1 plus 1 0, and -2 and -2 this is plus of -2 whole square, this is 0 plus 4 whole square, this is root 16, this is 4. Okay, now BD is what? BD is also root of BD, 1 minus of minus plus 3 whole square and 0 square. So this is also 4 square, this means 4 only. So AC is equal to BD also. Now you can say this is the square. Okay, so this particular quadrilateral is a square. Why? Because all the sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. And if you want to check, you can check it. Diagonal is the A root 2, that means where A is the side and root 2 is the multiplier. If you multiply side by root 2, you can get the diagonal. So easily you will get the diagonal. Okay. Now next one. 7. Very important question. Question number 7. This is very important. Now question number 7. Question number 7. What is question number 7? Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from the 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9. See the question, NCERT exercise 7.1, question number 7. Find the point on the x-axis. So first of all, which type of point on the x-axis? At the x-axis, point is like what? X-axis y is 0, so point is like x comma 0. So let the point on the x-axis be x comma 0. Let the point on the x-axis be x comma 0. So x comma 0. So this point x comma 0, this is the equidistance supposed to be P. This is A and this is B. So A is nothing but 2 comma minus 5 and B is nothing but minus 2 comma 9. Okay, so what is the condition? They are equidistant from this the point Px comma 0. So according to question, PA is equal to PB. So this is nothing but root of x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus of minus plus 5 whole square is equal to PV x plus 2 whole square and 0 minus 9 whole square. After solving this, we will get the result. So we are going to solve this. If we solve, we will get square root is cancelled out. So x minus 2 whole square plus 25 is equal to x plus 2 whole square plus 9 9s are 81. So we will have x square plus 4 minus 4x plus 25, x square plus 4 plus 4x plus 81. X square is cancelled out. 4 is cancelled out. Now this is minus 4x plus 4x, so minus 4x is equal to 81 minus 25. So this is 6, 11, 6 and 7 to 5, and this is minus 8x. So x will be minus 56 by minus 8. This is minus 7. So point is that is required point is x comma 0, that is minus 7 comma 0. This is the solution of this particular question. So please note it down. Okay, I hope you have completed this question. So next you write down. Next one is question number 8. Find the values of y. Find the value of y find the value of y for which the distance between the point 2 comma minus 3 and 10 comma y is 10 units. 2 comma minus 3, this is the point, and b is the point 10 comma y. Okay, so what is the value of y if the distance between these 2 points is 10 units? So AB must be equal to 10 units. So AB is what? AB is under root x1 minus x2, that means 2 minus 10 whole square plus y1 minus y2, that minus 3 minus y whole square, and this is 10. So on squaring both sides we get, on squaring both sides we get, what you get? Root of 2 minus 10 minus 8 whole square, sorry, minus 8 whole square and minus 3 minus y, plus minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 10 square means 100. So this is 8 8 is 64 plus minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 100. So minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 100 minus 64. So minus 3 minus y whole square is equal to 36. So minus 3 minus y is equal to plus minus 6. So when we take positive value, that means if minus 3 minus y is equal to plus 6, so y will be minus 3 minus 6. This is minus 9, see? And if y is equal to minus 6, if y is equal minus 3 minus y is equal to minus 6, then y is equal to minus 3 plus 6. This is 3. So these are the values of y. Okay. Now next one. First you note it down. Okay, so I hope you noted. So next one is question number 9. This is same question as question number 7. This is given a point and which is equidistant from the given point. Then you have to find the value of x and y. Now we are going to solve question number 10, and this is the last question for this exercise. So please try to understand question number 10. Find the relation between x and y such that point xy is equidistant. Point xy is equidistant from the point A. Point B is 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. So these are the points from which the point Pxy is equidistant. Then you have to find the relation between x and y. So this is the last question of the exercise. Okay. So in next lecture we have to discuss the section formula and then solve the exercise 7.2. So first of all we complete this question. So PA according to question PA is equal to PB, and then PA is what? Root of x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square, and this is nothing but x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Why? Because x1 minus x2 and y1 minus y2 whole square. Now on squaring both sides, we have squaring both sides, we have what? We have x minus 3 whole square and plus y minus 6 whole square is equal to x plus 3 whole square and plus y minus 4 whole square. This is x square plus 9 minus 6x plus y square plus 36 minus 12y, and this is x square plus 9 plus 6 x plus y square plus 16 minus 4y. Okay, and now solve, we will get the relation between the x and y. So see, this x square, y square, x square, y square, this is cancelled out, and this is 9, 36, 41, 45 minus 6x minus 12y. Okay, and this is 9 plus 16, 25. Okay, 25 and plus 6x minus 4y. So all the terms we will transfer here. So minus 6x minus 12y minus 6x plus 4y, and also plus 45 minus 25 is equal to 0. So minus 6x minus 12x minus 12 plus 4 minus 8y, and this is 45 minus 25 plus 20, this is equal to 0. Taking minus 4 out of the bracket, we will have, okay, what we will have? We just erase one step here. We will get minus 4 as a common, then this is 3x plus 2y, okay, and minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is, because 4 does not equal to 0, so this 3x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is the solution for question number 10. So in this manner we have to complete our first exercise and first topic in the coordinate geometry as distance formula. So thank you very much. We will see in next lecture section formula. Thank you.